Isn't that beautiful? Good morning. Danyelle from Transcendence to the Truth. I just want to show you how stunning my view looks right now. Just in total awe. If you don't know me, I am a quantum energy healer, a men's mindset and empowerment coach, and an intuitive counselor. And I'm going to turn the phone around now after I've shown you this beautiful, beautiful view. This is one of my favorite beaches, actually. It is North Wall in Mackay. I don't know why I love it. Probably because there's no one here. That would actually be exactly why I love it. And I'm super sweaty, and I actually have sweat in my eyeballs, so I'm going to try and talk to you properly without, I can't see either because I'm looking directly at the glare of the sun. See if I can move a little. And no, it doesn't really make any difference, so all right, we've got this. Pain is only a subjective thing to the mind. All right, so I wanted to jump on and talk about how our beliefs shape our reality. And I mean, it's something that I've been well aware of for a long time, and looking at our own limiting beliefs that were created in childhood, but how our daily beliefs can have such a massive effect on how we are creating our future. So what we're thinking in the present moment should be the only thing that's important. The present moment should be the only thing that's important. And if you're truly in the present moment, then you look at the wonder and the awe of life, and you don't really have limiting beliefs because you can see the possibility and the beauty and the connection of every single human, plant, animal being on this planet. But I want to specifically talk about how, actually before I jump in too much, if you're watching, tell me where you're watching from, how you're feeling this Monday morning. A 1 if you're watching now, or 2 if you're watching the replay. And remember to click follow first if you enjoy seeing my content, and remember to share with anyone who you think may get value out of my messages and my work. So one of the limiting beliefs that I see, because I'm so empathic, sometimes I take on old beliefs through the spiritual community or through different people that I watch and try and learn from and gain new awareness of, and it's about constantly checking in with yourself and going, actually, does that belief even align? Do I align and agree with it? Does it have value to me? Is it something that I want to bring into my life, or is it something that's outdated and doesn't work for me? Or is it because I've had it thrust upon me? Is it a collective belief? Is it my parents' belief? Is it my partner's belief? Does it actually hold true and real for me? Because as soon as you have a belief that holds true and real for you, you will be creating from that. So for me, I used to think that meditation was the way to get to enlightenment, right? I used to have this belief that I had to meditate to go into the space, to have the quiet, to go inwardly and to find my authentic self. And this was very early in my journey of waking up, because that was the belief that I had heard from everyone. You got to sit in space and go within and meditate, and that, although that works and that is something that people can choose, I had to come to my own understanding and awareness around what. Oh, this is better. Let's do that. There we go. Beautiful. I had to come to my own awareness around what would work for me. And it was only once I started getting my bars run and removed a whole lot of excessive energy and actually took myself, all right? So this is how I found my belief of how I can be a walking, talking meditation, which is why I tend not to actually do too much meditation. I do meditate, but I have other ways of finding my authentic energy and having downloads and connecting to my superconscious mind and my spirit and my authentic self. And for me, sometimes meditation isn't the best source, and that's okay, right? So it's not it's not the only way. There is no right or wrong way to connecting within, and every individual is different. For me, things like taking myself away, so I have to find space away. I remove myself from people. I remove myself from my life, my business, my everything. And I usually either go out in nature, or I have time just sitting in space, sometimes even on the toilet. But I pull myself into some sort of area where I have space to reconnect to myself. And that might even be sunbaking on the trampoline. That could be dancing and listening. No, that's probably not a good example, actually. That brings me alignment, but it doesn't bring me the space to connect. So the belief that, meditation is the way that you find your inner guidance system is a limiting belief. Because what about all of the other ways that you can have downloads? Some people dream and connect to their higher knowing in the universe. Some people, like myself, I actually get so many of my downloads and awareness through exercise. Running is a great one because it empties my mind completely of anything. And then it's like so much space that all this information just comes flooding down into my being, and I just get so excited about life. I get so excited about what I'm doing. I get so excited about what I'm creating in this world and how I'm being of such a contribution, right? But that came through looking at my beliefs. And if you've got if something's not working for you, then you have to start having an understanding. If you want to change it, what are the beliefs that are sticking you? And that can be an interesting discovery, because you can look at one belief and then look under that belief and then look under that belief, and it can end up a bit of a wormhole. But if you've got a limitation and a belief that is saying perhaps, okay, I'm trying to think of something. Perhaps that if you don't eat organic fresh fruits and vegetables, if you don't eat those, then you're going to become sick and unhealthy, right? So that's a belief. So then every single time that you eat something that isn't organic, fresh food, you're basically programming your body to get sick from that unhealthiness. And it causes a contraction within your energetic and quantum fields. So, if you believe you can't change your mindset, that's exactly what will happen. If you change it to every day I'm going to try and look at things a little different so I have a more expansive vision or worldview, then that's what will start to happen. You'll start bringing in experiences into your life that will give you more opportunity to see things differently and expand your awareness and expand your consciousness. If you believe there's only one way to achieve your work goals, right? And you're like, I have to go from A to B to C to D, then, that's the way you're going to create it. And it might be one of the long ways, because your mind has already decided that's the way it has to be. But does it really? Or could you go from A to D? Is there a faster way? Is there a way that's going to bring you more joy? Is there a way that is going to expand you into possibilities you didn't know were available? So looking at the beliefs and your mind and why you're not in a place of contentment and happiness, that's you. That's on you. No one else. If you see the world as hopeless and dark and horrible and full of manipulation and conspiracies and evil, then that's the kind of world you're going to continue to create. You can have an awareness that there are things in the world that aren't there that you want, but how can you create something different in your reality? How can you bring space and lightness and connect to your authentic essence so that then you empower other people to choose that as well? Because that's going to create real change on the planet. The more that you embody your authentic energy, and the more that you choose love or kindness, compassion, instead of seeing your traumas from a victim mindset, see them